The topic today is the curbside advantage. Why are people going with Curbside Laundries software solution? More than that, we're going to be also painting a picture of the entire industry. Number one is we're going to be talking about our story. So my brother Aaron and myself and how we got to where we're at, and then start off at a laundromat and why that's so important to have the makers of the software be in the business. It is completely different than if a tech company comes in and is telling us how to operate our business. We've got a proven methodology, and I'm also going to show you how we've helped other people take what we've learned, add to it, put their own style on it, and that is what we call the unfranchised model. So in a way, we're providing a franchise of here's how to do things, proven methodologies, but you could take what you want. Everything is branded under yours, but we're here to provide guidance and help you grow your business and take it to the next level. And then finally, the shooting star, and that's really referring to pickup and delivery. And we're going to go over hard numbers so you could see firsthand what is happening in our industry, why you should get into pickup and delivery. And it's because the market is growing significantly, and it has been for years. All right. So as far as our story, my brother took over operations over at our family laundromat in about 2010. So he's been at it for a little while, and he grew the business to ridiculous numbers. And we experimented with a whole bunch of different things with postcards and, to grow the business and door hangers and all these things that didn't work, but we also found a lot of things that did work. So that's part of the unfranchised model. Again, we'll help you focus your marketing efforts on things that we found to work. And we found they work for a lot of laundromats across the entire country. So we have over 350 laundromats using our software solution. And so we're getting feedback from a lot of people, which continuously makes our software better as well. This is a wash and fold revenue. And you can see Aaron joined up the operations in 2010. And, the growth between 2010 and 2012 was actually pretty significant. Doesn't look like much now, but it was big at the time. We were hitting record numbers, and now things have just gotten ridiculous where, we had our first month over $100,000 in wash and fold in 1 month, and pretty soon we'll never have a month below $100,000 again. So as he's growing the business, we started running into different issues, and we came to the realization we needed to manage the process. Because even on the smaller scale, these mistakes were still happening, but you didn't really notice them as much because it's one here, one there, but it does add up, and it does affect your reputation. And we knew where the mistakes were happening, and we solved those mistakes in our software. But at the time we were looking for software to manage it, we were not looking to make our own software. In order to continue growing our business and have a positive online reviews and to have like a good reputation online on Yelp and Google My Business, we did need to up our game. So we came to a crossroads. We either need to develop ourselves because nobody else has it or has what we need, or it's going to self-collapse because we'd be growing it and we'd be getting negative reviews as fast as we're getting new customers. And so we just needed to have something that managed the business. And so that's where we developed Curbside Laundry software. And it's an in-store point of sale. And something else, our software is in the cloud. So you could access it from anywhere, from your home, from your phone, and a lot of places say, oh yeah, we have cloud access. But what they don't tell you is you only have access to part of the software. With ours, you could access anything from home as you could at the laundromat. So it's like being there, and it helps provide accountability, and you know what's going on. So we developed a point of sale, which works at the kiosk. It's connected to the scale. It's, prints out the tickets, all that stuff you would expect. But your attendants could also use tablets, and you could also access it from any device. We also provide the app for pickup and delivery, so customers could schedule their pickup and deliveries from their smartphones or at your website, and it makes it easy to schedule the pickups. And as soon as we implemented that, our pickup and delivery business went up by 32%. Okay, so we were already doing really well before, but it's just so important to make it easy for customers to schedule their own pickups, manage their own accounts, and things like that. And the third one is we spent a ton of money building just an awesome website for our laundromat, and you could take a look at it yourself, but we're ranked #1 in almost every single keyword in Long Beach. And we realized that was a key component of our success. And we wanted our customers to be successful just like we are. And that's why with our software package, we do provide a custom website that each one is handmade. And each one we're localizing the results based on what people are searching for. And it has unique content. Because if you have a copy and paste website, it's not going to work as good as if you have one that's localized with original content. And we have like now, I guess, almost 12 years experience of building laundromat websites. And in almost every major city across the country, you will see curbside clients at the top, of different search results. And that's your #1 way of getting new customers without having to pay every single time somebody clicks on your link. And it's more than the website. We also provide a lot of other guidance to make the website really work. And that stuff, that is just so important, especially when you're first getting started. If you hear somebody giving away a free website, just remember you get what you pay for, because there's no substitute for a website that a lot of expertise went into. So this is a wash and fold so you could see the trajectory of what things are going. And I wanted to reiterate, it's not too late to get into the business, because a lot of people are thinking, well, maybe I missed the boat. Well, you haven't. The elevator is going up, and it's going up for all of us, new entrants and veterans alike. Good time to get in because the market's growing. I mean, we put in a lot of effort in 2011, 2012. Maybe we got in there too early, but we were paving the way, and we learned a lot along the way as well. Here's just a photo of our operations. And one thing to keep in mind is with pickup and delivery, the customers give you about twice as much clothes as when they bring it to your laundromat. So these guys are paying more per pound, and they're giving you about 40-some pounds on every single order. And commercial orders are even much bigger than that. Right over here, and this is pretty cool. I'm going to just kind of breeze through a whole bunch of slides real quick, but they're all kind of the same, which is these are our clients who we've been able to help out significantly. And you could see year over year over year, and you could see that growth. And they generously gave us permission to anonymously use their gross revenue information. And it just paints the picture of how much this is growing and why it's a good idea to get into this business, because it's making money. I go more into detail on these during the podcast, The State of the Laundry Industry. But you could see, again, year over year. I mean, this guy started about a year and a half ago and was making about $1,000 a month. Now he's at over $15,000 a month. And what does that do to the value of your laundromat? Some people say the multiplier in terms of the value of your laundromat is 5 or 6 times the net profit. And if you have this business unit that wasn't there before and it's there now, and you multiply that by 5, for a lot of people, this could add over $1 million to the value of your laundromat. So it's definitely worth the price of a truck or a van, or we were using an Isuzu Trooper when we first started. So you don't have to go all fancy right from the get-go. But the point is this is an opportunity that a lot of people are doing quite well on. This is somebody who's at $2,000 a month, and now he's getting close to about $8,000 a month just about 1 year later. So that's not 10% growth. That's not 20% growth. I mean, we're talking about significant growth. These are 2 different customers who have a similar trajectory, and about 6 months in, they're at over $20,000 gross revenue. And it's amazing. Like, it's life-changing, and we're happy to be a part of it. And that's something else to consider. One of the reasons our clients are so happy to be with us, because in the beginning, you have certain needs, like taking the business off the ground. And later on, you're going to have different needs. Like, okay, we have a good online presence, but how do I re-engage my existing customers? And how do I do this? And how do I take it to the next level? And how do I expand my routes? And, you're dealing with a tech company. They're not going to know these answers. Or how do I price out this commercial account? Or how do I get my bid accepted? All these different questions. And we have done it. So that experience, and we're happy to help, because, it takes a few minutes and it helps you for here on out. Here's another example of another client who was doing about $15,000 a month, and now he's at $45,000 gross. And what is he going to be at next year, and the year after that, and the year after that? I mean, this is exciting stuff. And finally, we could actually highlight customer success stories every single week for years, because we have hundreds of success stories, and maybe we'll do that, just, one after another, but you get the point. We're happy to help out. And I think a big part of that is we have the experience and know-how. And that also helps our development schedule as well, because we know we're focused on what's making you money. We're not going to go add a time clock into our software. That's already done. You could get one for free. We're spending our time adding features to the software that'll make us more money at super subs. It'll make you more money at your laundromat. So we're laser focused on helping everybody make more money and improve their operations. So I'm going to go ahead and show you two different videos of our software. The first one is the laundry list. So this is the laundry list. This is what your attendant will look at when they're laundering the clothes.
We made our software easy and simple to use, so that way it's easier for you to train your employees on it, and it just helps you organize your business. So what you're looking at right over here is the launder's list. This shows you all of the orders that need to be laundered, and it puts them in order based upon when the clothes need to be out the door first or put on the truck first. So that way, rather than having your employees just grab the order that's easiest to do, they go in order, and then they take care of the orders based upon when the customer expects them back. And you can look up any one of these orders, and it just keeps it all organized. Like this one right over here, it's 23 pounds, and it's on shelf 161, so you know exactly where this order is. And all your attendant has to do is tap laundering. That simple. So now this order is laundering. And I could see that Matt Simmons is the employee that is laundering this order. And I could go ahead and move it to the dryer. And then once it's done, I hit complete. So it is so simple. And there's so many things happening. And your attendant could be using a tablet, or they could be using the main kiosk. But the beautiful part is when they hit laundering or drying or complete, it's recording exactly which employee did it and when. And you could even turn on machine tracking if you like. It'll track exactly which machines you're using and how much money your attendant put into the machine. You could have it automatically take the money out of their till, or you could just print up a report at the end of the shift.
And now we're going to go ahead and show you the next video, which is the driver's app. The driver's app is super easy to use, and it is an app where you could just tap an icon on your phone or tablet and it automatically launches, and it's optimized for both a cell phone or tablet as well. And it shows your driver everything he needs to see. It shows the next stop, gives you a lot of information like the driver's notes, all those important details. You could see your complete list down here. You could even change the order if you like. So if you want to say like, oh, we got to stop by Ima Sample's location first because she's expecting my clothes right away, you just drag it right up to the top and it'll automatically change your route as well. It even lets you know that Ashley's clothes are not ready. They're still in the washing machine right now. And maybe we want to complete that order before we get in the car and go. But let's go ahead and get going. I'm going to tap en route. And what that does, it automatically sends a text message to that customer, letting them know we're 8 minutes away. Then I hit pick up. And now let's go to stop number 2. So we go stop number 2, and we pick that order up. And now we could go to stop number 3. So it's so easy. Training is simple for your drivers. It shows you all the information you need. There's a lot of details in here that I'm kind of glossing over. For example, you could tap here and it loads your phone's navigation system. You could tap on the phone number to call them. So there's a lot of great information. It shows the driver's notes. It shows them all the important information you would want. You could even move stops from one route to another. I mean,
we're using this in-house at our laundromat, so we made sure to pack all the features we need in here.
All right. So yes, so right over here, what we're looking at is a gross income for pickup and delivery only at our laundromat. So this is a good way to see how fast the shooting star is going, and how we're seeing a cultural change right over here. This was already moving in this direction for nearly a decade with pickup and delivery, and you could see every year is better than the next and better than the next. And then suddenly now a lot of laundromats, including ourselves, are almost like double what they were doing just last year. The market for having things delivered has grown substantially, and we just happen to be in the right place. So the time is a very good time to get into pickup and delivery, because this is where the money's at. And you don't want to just rest on your laurels and say, well, I got a great in-store business, because how many of your in-store customers are going to say, you know what, rather than driving out to the laundromat, I much prefer to have it picked up. And do you think they'll ever go back to driving to the laundromat when they could have it picked up from their doorsteps? So it's better you pick it up from their doorsteps than somebody else. This over here is a delivery route analysis that's in our software. And it just goes to show you how much we've grown. And when we first started, we were just happy seeing what the in-store business is doing and what the pickup and delivery business was doing, and that was good enough. But then as you start growing your routes, and you may not be there yet, but it's good to be with a software platform that is ready for you as you grow your business, so you don't have to change horses later on, because it's not that easy to change software. So you want to make the right choice going in at the get-go. Now what you'll find is knowing what your pickup and delivery business is not good enough anymore. You need to know, and this report helps answer these questions: how well is each route doing? How well is each city doing? I want to drill down to the individual postcard and see how those, not postcard, postal code or zip code. I want to know how each zip code is doing. Because one thing we found, we were advertising in this one zip code, and no matter how much money we spent, we got zilch return on investment. And then we realized, you know what? Let's take that money from that zip code, apply it to a different zip code that we know is working out really well. And your marketing team is going to love you when you could tell them the results of their marketing efforts. Otherwise, you're just spending money blindly. It's just speculation. So this report right over here isn't just telling you how your pickup and delivery business is doing. It's telling you down to the zip code or area or route how well you're doing. And so in the very beginning, you're going to be using certain tools in the software, and we'll show you how to do all that stuff and how to grow the business. And then when you get to the next level, we have tools to re-engage customers, and we have route tools. The software is there for you. You may not be using it all on day one, but as you grow your business and your needs change, we've been there and we're doing it. And we're constantly making software upgrades, where now actually we're working on the commercial. We already have the commercial module, so we do invoices and all those things automatically. But next month, your commercial clients will be able to log in online, pay their invoices online, choose which ones to pay. Invoices are already automatically being sent out. So it's like this big job that used to be a big job, and now it's all automatic. It's like an employee or a manager doing all the stuff for you automatically. And that's kind of what our software is all about. It's to automate things. It's to manage the process, to make your life easier and help you make more money doing less work. That's the goal. So once again, we offer the point of sale software at the main kiosk, but then you could access it from anywhere. Got the pickup and delivery app, got the website. And, you could also, if you want to learn more, you could go to curbsidelaundries.com, you could schedule a demo. If you want to learn more about pickup and delivery in general, we got webinars on that are free. We're open book. But we do have a lot of stuff that's client only, like a file vault, resources, guidance. Our clients call us all the time asking us questions, and we're happy to help. We're not just a software company. We're doing it, and we're happy to share our knowledge and expertise to help you, so you don't have to go through the same learning curves we did. We could just start doing it right from the get-go.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.